Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Action Disc Golf, the biggest balls in a sport that's lacking. And today I want to talk about Westminster City Park, which just got the green light to get the baskets in and open up. It's been open for a few days now, and they've already changed the about on UDisc. Well, luckily, you know me, I screenshot and take pictures of everything, and this is the old about. This 18-hole disc golf course is free to the public. The $30,000 circuit was funded in part by a $15,000 joint venture grant from Jefferson County. Similar to regular golf, disc golf, also known as frisbee golf, has been around since the 1970s, blah, blah, blah. The important part here is they spent $30,000 on this course. Keep that in mind. They subsequently and immediately go from spelling disc right to spelling it D-I-S-K, of course. The city contracted with Denver-based Badco Disc Golf Club for design of the course. I don't know who Badco Disc Golf Club is. I don't know if they exist anymore. I don't know who is representing this and what is all involved in this contract, if they're actually getting paid for this or they're doing it voluntarily like most disc golfers would do. They don't have an active page or any information. I've never heard of them. The announcements about the $30,000 investment, as well as other information, was posted late December 2023. There was one post made in between in 2024 urging people to contact the city and urge them to open the course. It seems as though it may have been ready at that point in time. The most recent update came in mid-2025, stating that the design team, including individuals from Mile High Disc Golf Club, are currently finalizing the course design. They then stake the layout so Stream, their landscape contract architect, can create illustrative graphics. That is the most useless thing I have ever heard and probably a waste of money. They probably put money into, of that $30,000, they probably put money into this. And they also promised approximately 12 very good holes. I believe they changed the about almost immediately after I dropped a review mentioning the $30,000 because they knew it was a bad look. Well, let me stop setting this up and start showing you what it looks like. Here's a picture of the layout. We did get a couple of nice signs. That's good. But yeah, this is what the course looked like from the tee box, which, as you can see, there's no technicality to this at all. I had come to this course multiple times, and I'm taking a picture here of the stream that goes through the edge of the disc golf area, which, if they would use these areas, it would have been a phenomenal course. It would have had a lot of OB. It would have been retrievable in the stream, peninsulas, up and down, and challenge. This is hole 2, more of the same. Wide open, no challenge. They tried to say that adding distance and length would bring more difficulty to the course. And yeah, it kind of does, but it's still boring. Now you think, with $30,000, would they be getting new baskets by chance? That would be a significant portion of the cost. Well, no, these are the baskets. They're reusing from the old course that they had laying around. And they're rusty, they're old, they're out of date. You can also notice, in an attempt to church these baskets up a little bit, that they took some basic cans of spray paint, no masking tape, no care in the world whatsoever to make it look nice, and just blasted it with spray paint really quick and stuck a little hardware store number decal on there for the hole indicator. Now this is just a little bit of a commentary on some poor-ish design. You can see the basket here, and you can see some reeds on the left. A little bit of like a swampy area trying to act as like a natural obstacle. Unfortunately, these reeds, I don't know if they're going to come back next year with all the stomping around that people are going to do, because these reeds are only about 30 to 40 feet away from the basket, and they're about 15 to 20 feet wide. And if your disc goes in there, it's really hard to see or find. And then you can see on the very next hole that it also plays along that shallow creek with all these reeds, and people were just looking in there the entire time. They threw anything in there, and it was almost gone immediately. Now here's just a couple of pictures of some of the remainder holes. These are just wide open, field shots. There's a little bit of elevation occasionally, but all in all, it's just boring. At least the tee pads are nice, you know. For approximately $3,000 per, we didn't get those 12 holes. We only got 9, approximately $3,000 per tee pad. You know, I would expect them to be pretty nice. I talked to about 7 people during my round, and I just asked them how they were enjoying the course, and nobody really had anything positive to say about it. They were just trying to not say bad things like, hey, at least we've got another course in the area. There's nothing substantially outstanding about it. I did hear one person say, hey, this is the same area that they were using for the prior course, which was really good and had some really good holes. Why didn't they just reuse those holes if those holes were so good? They could have done that, and they missed an opportunity. I shot really well here. Obviously, I found the course really boring. As an approximately 1,000 rated player, there was no challenge here, and I won't be playing this course very much. I gave it a 2 stars. Basically, I expected this to maybe play like West Fork and Paco. It could have, but we got more of a boring West Creek or Autry. I think if you're rating it a 4-star, you're high. If you had any questions about the course, this is the email of the guy who has his contact on UDisc. And I'm definitely going to be asking him, where did the $30,000 go? Because I'm kind of thinking that it made its way into some people's pockets, you know what I'm saying? Which is very unfortunate. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching.